EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October and onwards. And that one will bounce out. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On the set.
On first down, Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Here's Wilson to throw. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play, runner lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Pickett back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. To throw is Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to John Ross. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 24. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now Pickett on 4th down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
The general manager of the New York Jets continues to make investments in the receiver room in this draft. 10th overall pick. They invested again, this time with Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. Great speed, outstanding body control, really goes up and snatches the ball out of the air. Everything that you're looking for in a WR1. He gets the first down right there.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, Not many guys want to come up.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 41 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. A short kick taken at the 18.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown! John Ross, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a... And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down and goal. Pickett. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Taken at the goal line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here we go.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Ready, ready.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Over the middle complete. It's Hall. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore from 13 yards out.
And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now here's Ross. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Open man is Uzomah.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. John Ross, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
And now here is another interception. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. But you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Hall ought to give up the middle. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Wilson will throw again. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now Wilson on first down. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here's Pickett.
He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And my goodness, another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe.
And now here is another interception. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Allen now on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Singletary. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So a decision to be made. Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff. You go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it, or is it a time to be a little bit cautious? I think in this case, he feels good about his team. He should go for it.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis from a yard out. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 22. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Pickett back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety did it.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen on the move to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen. Incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, Yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Olszewski now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Pickett sets up play action. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They run here with Singletary. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Off play action. Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense. And they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 33 yards. And the Bills continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 35.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. That'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Olszewski now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Finding Harris over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On play action, Allen.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down, Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack on 1st down,
Pickett over the middle. That's caught by Claypool.
Pickett's pass complete to Chase Claypool. It's incomplete. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
and the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Now Pickett on 4th down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 6. Here's Pickett.
And now here's another interception. There he goes right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and It's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like...
And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. A
just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pickett now on first down.
Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Ed Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Allen off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On play action, Allen. The left side caught by Diggs.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. Touchdown, Chicago!
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9. Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They snap it to Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Montgomery back to the ground. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ready?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go.
Second down, here's an option right. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 11 yards for number 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 33 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for their fullback. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Play action. It's Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now a first down throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Montgomery, another target and catch. Touchdown Bears! David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Four yards remain for second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On first down, Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter from the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 3rd and 2, Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Fields on first down. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Off play action, Fields. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any round thrown. But when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Well, now how about this return? Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
19 right.
They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
19.
Now back to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Philly. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.